Hello, everyone, and warm welcome to you today. I am going to be speaking about how to have a clear mind, even in chaos. And if you can relate with this, please just raise your hand right now. How to have a clear mind, even in chaos. Okay, so if this is of interest to you, then please pay close attention to what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So, people that I have been in communication with over these last few days, incredible levels of stress. And I have noticed that in their speaking with me and also in some people's email communications to me, that they are having trouble cognitively. They're having trouble thinking clearly because like some of the things that people have emailed me, I can see that they're not like linking the dots. They're saying things that are kind of fragmented and don't make so much sense. And so, because of this challenge cognitively, I would like to really bring in some support for how to have a clear mind, even when you are in the midst of, for lack of a better word, a war zone. So, stress can have an effect of diminishing our ability to think clearly. I think we've all had that experience. So, what I am going to be talking about today is about basically infusing an understanding and also an energy that can allow you to disperse some of that oppressiveness of the stress so that your clarity can emerge and come forward. So I would like to bring up the image of this new goddess that has come forward for our community, who I'm going to be formally introducing you to on Sunday in our live event. But for today's conversation, today's discussion, I would like to bring up her image to speak to her sword. So her flaming sword, she she is holding this sword of Prajna in Sanskrit, or in Tibetan, the word is shut up. And this sword is about clarity of mind. Shut up is defined as discriminating awareness, wisdom. So the wisdom to be able to see the difference between things. It's also defined more simply as seeing things as they are. And so it is a quality that we can develop in our mind of being sharp and clear. So I have been working with this quality of prajna or sharap for many years. And so I am wanting to transmit some of that through a feeling in this video. So as you are looking at her flaming sword, I would like for you just to connect in with the edges of the sword. So the sword is sharp on the top edge and sharp on the bottom edge. So it's a double-edged sword. And what they say about the sword of Sharap is that it is so sharp that it cuts itself. So if you try to even imagine that, maybe you see yourself holding a sword of prajna and you swing it, and the blade is so sharp that it cuts itself. So perhaps maybe that means that it just disappears. Maybe it just, vanishes as you flash your sword of Sharap. So this is kind of priming your mind to understand what Sharap is about. I think I'm going to stop the share at this point. So transmitting to you this feeling of that sharpness. So I feel like first, acknowledging what does it feel like to have a fuzzy mind? Like maybe if you think of, when you have a cold and your mind is feeling so fuzzy, it's hard for you to think, it's hard for you to even like focus and, even like, keep up with the daily things that you need to do. And talked earlier about people are under so much stress that some people are feeling like they can't think clearly, and maybe it's difficult for them to communicate clearly because they're under so much stress and their mind is fuzzy. So, as we attune to what might be the opposite of that, of having a clear, pristine mind, what's coming to mind for me is the image of a clear and still mountain lake. So the water is very clear and pure. The surface of the lake is almost mirror-like because um, its its stillness allows it to even reflect the sky on the surface of that lake. So it's tuning into a peacefulness, a an inner tranquility that allows for that waviness of the mind to settle and to calm down and to feel more at peace, more calm, and more able to not only be able to deal with the details, but also feel the space to even be curious, like if something seems out of place, to have enough of that sort of peace of mind that you're able to be curious. Hey, what is that thing that doesn't quite feel right or just seems out of place? What's going on there? And so that curiosity can lead you into um, exploring what's going on there and perhaps attending to whatever it is that is a little out of place. Um, they say that with share up, that one of the elements is having that curiosity. And so you need to have enough space within your heart and your mind to even allow your natural curiosity. So I believe where we are being guided here is that it is very important to find ways to create the leverage so that you have some space where you can bring your mind into that more peaceful, kind of clear lake kind of place. So it could mean that it's very important for you to get out into nature for a day, spend a day in nature, and just really kind of detoxify your mind, detoxify every aspect of your being, just allowing it all to flow out of you and for you just to receive the nurture of nature. Or some people are finding this is a really important time to be meditating. I have one coaching client that has now upped her meditation to 3 times every day. She is finding that that's what's needed for her to be in a really good place, given everything that is going on, rapidly changing, especially in the US right now. So the key is that you need to just grasp firmly, what do I need to do so that I can create a little more peace in my mind, a little more peace in my heart, so that I can have that tranquility that allows for the sharpness of my mind, for me to be present, for me to be able to be curious. And when you're able to be in that place, you're able to manage your life in a lot better way. So it's not just like letting things run you over. When you're in that place of leadership and the driver's seat of your life, then you're able to respond appropriately to the curveballs that come your way instead of just being blown over by them. So we are going to be going deeper into this quality of shut up, this quality of the clear mind. We're going to be going into that much more deeply in the program on Sunday. So I would like to warmly welcome you to join us for the Warriors of Peace Training 101, the free live community event that's happening on Sunday. I will include the registration link below this video. And if you can't make it live, There will be a replay, so just register and you'll get the replay. But I hope you can make it live because it's going to be a very special experience, and I would like to share it with you live if possible. All right. I will close there, and I wish you a beautiful rest of your day and finding your way into that clear, clear space of mind so that you can be clear, think clearly, feel clearly, and be able to relate in a much better way with your life. Okay. Have a great rest of your day.